Today's gonna be a really fun video. 7:47 p.m. Okay? And we're going to go get us a little, well, not a little, but we're going to be training lower body today. And I'm going to be doing a little mic'd up video for you guys because I've never done one. And I'm super excited to do one. All right, guys, I just got the gym to myself. I'm so excited. All right, we're gonna start off with some banded warm-ups. I like to warm up my arms as well because I am bracing my back while I am like squatting and stuff. So I like to warm up my arms, not just my legs on my lower body days. So I'm just gonna do some banded stretches, loosen up my rotator cuffs. And then while I'm doing these, I'm also going to be like practicing, I'm also going to be bracing my core as well. All right, a few around the worlds. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna open up our hips. I like to just do some little like, ooh, it just popped. I'll do some like frog squats. I don't know what these are called, but I like to just do some hip openers. So I like to just sit here and let my hips relax. I'm gonna make sure your feet are, the same width apart, and just let your hips sink. Make sure your weight is on your entire foot, not at the front or the back only. And then I like to just open up here. Just gonna open up your back as well as your hips. Again, we're practicing bracing our core as well. For the first exercise, I'm gonna do step ups. So I grabbed me a dumbbell. Y'all, I can't talk. I can't speak today. I cannot speak. I grabbed me a kettlebell. I picked a weight that I know for sure I could probably get out at least 10 to 12 reps with. So that's just a sweet spot for me. I like to go a little bit higher on single leg exercises because I'm not using as much weight. So we are going to be doing about 10 to 12 reps each leg. I'm using the Smith machine as well for support here. These were not my weights. I did not put these on here, but we're just gonna work with it. And then I just put my opposite arm. I kind of have to like adjust. I switch the angles with each leg just so it fits a little bit better for me, but I think there it goes. Okay, so it's gonna be same arm, same leg in front. And then again, you just want to adjust and then try to, this part is just here for support. You're just here so that you don't fall forward. I'm not really using this as anything. I'm not gonna use it to lift myself up or anything. So, and make sure we're positioned nice and good. And then we're going to keep all of that weight on the front leg. That back leg is just there for support. Keeping your core nice and braced. One more. Ooh, that was 10, and I could barely get 10 with that one, so the next set, I'll be doing when I pick a lower weight for that. And you want to come down slowly. That's where that tension's going to be. Oh my. Yeah, that weight was too heavy for me. Actually despise step-ups, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna move on to RDLs. We're gonna stick to about 8 to 10 reps. Squeeze me. All right, let's go. May or may not have to bump up that weight. So that a bit too light, but because I know I could push out like 2 more reps. I feel like a lot of people struggle sometimes with, well, I feel like a lot of people always ask me questions about doing RDLs. And honestly, I wasn't doing them correctly. I was not doing them correctly when I first started. Also, feet are not like this, okay? Feet are gonna be a little closer in than shoulder width. For me personally, that's what works best. And then your back, you're gonna brace your core, and then you're gonna be pushing your butt out and bending your knees while you come up. Anywho, but I know a lot of people get back pain, lower back pain. A couple things you can do is start doing back exercises as well to help strengthen your lower back, and your lower back might just be a little bit weak. And also start strengthening your core a little bit more. So add in some exercises after you do RDLs to decompress your back. And then, just after your workouts on some days. So I know that usually helps me personally. So yeah. All right, last set. And I'm keeping the weights close to my body. Breathing out as you come up. Like, there's a few little things you can tweak when doing RDLs. Again, it's just a learning process. Exercise we're gonna be doing are sumo squats. This is one of my favorite exercises for your glutes. Feet a little bit more shoulder width apart, a little more than shoulder width. And then we're gonna have the weight right in between our legs, and then coming down. You're gonna have more of a forward lean. If you want more quad focus, you're gonna stand up a little more straight. This is gonna work inner thigh and outer glutes. Okay, 12 reps there. As far as rest times go, I try to keep it minimal. I'm not gonna like get on my phone unless I'm turning the music or something, you know? Try to keep your time very minimal. Very lean here to maximize the glutes. And again, I'm pushing for my heels. I personally love a good calf glute bridge, so this is the heaviest weight I have, which is 75 here. So we're gonna work with it. I'm probably gonna push out like 12 reps with this. So yeah. I feel like hip thrusts are, calf glute bridges are self-explanatory, but also if you do need some tips on them, my tips would be, first, make sure you're picking up the weight properly, okay? You can get injured if you're not picking up the weights properly. So bend down, use your knees, use your back, you know? Don't just like bend forward and like grab the weight all funny and wobbly, you know? You'd be amazed at like how many injuries can happen if you're not picking up the weights properly. So I'm starting with the weight on me, and we're just gonna crawl that way down, like so. All right. Pushing the weight up a little bit if you have a dumbbell, and keeping your chin tucked, feet a little bit shoulder width apart, turned out slightly. And we're coming down slow, pushing the weight up. Breathe out. In. I think I'm just gonna go until I can't go anymore, because this weight is like pretty light for me. If you feel it more somewhere, adjust the dumbbell. Push it a little bit to the front, or you can let it roll a little bit towards your stomach. Okay, I don't know how many that was, but yeah, those are really gonna target your glutes. All right. And also make sure your feet are not like out here. Try to get them, you know, at a nice 90-degree angle. All right. All right, y'all. That is it for this workout sesh. I'm gonna cool down, do a few little stretches. After you catch your breath, you know, gather yourself. Yeah, that will conclude today's little workout sesh. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so sorry if it was like all over the place, and you know, but I'm not here to be perfect. I'm just here to show the consistency that I want to put out for myself and for everyone out there that just needs a sign to start your fitness journey. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this motivates you to just start your journey and get to it, because it will literally change your life. Promise you that. So yeah. All right, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to eat a meal after your workout and stay hydrated. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.